insanity, if you will, over airport security. The Fed's now saying new screening rules will allow pilots to skip scanners and pat-downs starting next year. Nonetheless, some on the right are calling for the TSA to be scrapped entirely in favor of private security guards. Images of TSA pat-downs inspiring lots of jokes and YouTube parodies.
I don't like the TSA. Taking my shoes off don't keep me safe. Face scan me with their X-ray, or they grope me, which is not okay.
But could this silly debate actually achieve something positive by forcing the government to entertain a perhaps more Israeli-style security plan that actually works to protect us from explosives on our airplanes, as opposed to a phenomenally expensive piece of machinery that's good for detecting weed and guns and not much else? Jane, you were sharing with me some of the background as to how stimulus money is the money that's being spent with this company called Rapiscan to buy all these naked body images. It's fun. There's lots of naked pictures. It's good for a Saturday night, but apparently it doesn't actually do anything. What's the backstory as to why we're spending stimulus money to do all this and then forcing people through these machines?
Well, basically, you've got Joe Biden and Joe Lieberman out there saying, oh, this is necessary for our national security. But the only piece of people it's necessary for are contractors. The TSA wanted to be able to buy these machines, and Congress said no. They're inefficient, they're ineffective, and they're invasive. So the TSA wanted to go around Congress, and they had gotten stimulus money. And so they, after the Christmas bomber last year in 2009, they said, oh, we have to have these machines because it would help with the Christmas bomber, right? Except, as you said, it doesn't.
Right.
So they go out, they spend $25 million of stimulus money, create one job, count them, one job, right? And then they've got $173 million total that they're going to buy that are on the way in the pipeline, and nobody wants to go through them. So that's when they start this grope-a-thon to punish people for not going through. And that's who Joe Biden and Joe Lieberman think should be their constituents.
And Michael Chertoff.
Michael Chertoff, former head of Homeland Security, has been running around saying, oh, we have to have these things. They're very important. Rapiscan is one of his clients. He wasn't telling people that.
So he's advocating government money spent with the people that do the naked pictures, without telling people that he works for the naked picture people, nor are we actually having the conversation. Go ahead, Patricia. You get the last word.
Add quickly. I think that most Americans, if your choice is to be flown into a building or have somebody touch you where you don't really want to be touched, I'm going with the pat down and the love pat.
I agree, and if that was the choice, I'm with you. But if you talk to the people that have been dealing with explosives on airplanes more than anybody in this country ever has, namely El Al and the Israelis, there is nothing about naked pictures and groping that will prevent somebody from putting plastic explosives in a FedEx and blowing up your airplane. It'll simply protect you from guns and weed. And guns and weed, listen, that can be scary, but I'm more afraid of plastic explosives than I am weed at this point.